Might want to buckle up, buttercups, because tonight's the night, and we ended up getting a brand new update on the 3-Eye Atlas, also known as Timu Atlas, and they are saying that everything is gonna be fine. Yeah, you don't have to like the video, you don't have to subscribe. Let's get right to it, okay? Because we got a big one tonight, and you're gonna get some, yes, you are gonna get some polls on that. But first of all, check this one out, all right? Roll it.
Check out these videos from our viewers. Bright streaks lit up the sky early morning over Northeast Florida. Chris, do you have any idea what this could be? A lot of viewers are talking about
No
this. This has
idea,
been all
man.
over social media.
Yeah, what a great sight that is to be able to see that. The sky was clear. That was actually an old satellite that re-entered the atmosphere. So the upper levels of the atmosphere, we call that space junk that's coming in and
So, just space junk and just the satellite, guys.
burns up and then dissipates. So that is what those satellites do. So really good videos there. Thanks so much for sending.
Look at this.
Case
It looks
closed.
like a white swirl in the night sky. This view is from Danvers, although people all over the East Coast may have seen a similar sight.
An unusual light was spotted over a home in Providence, Rhode Island last night. It left neighbors.
Yeah, this is something that we covered, right? Because apparently people were seeing this here in my hometown, Montreal, as well. And yeah, some people were saying it's them Elamos, that aliens are here before GTA 6. Some people were saying it's Justin Trudeau with Katy Perry going on a date after robbing the country. Not my opinion, that's what people were saying. And people were saying, I saw it, it was amazing. I think it's the Comet Lemonade. It's my Uber Eats delivery from last week. So people were seeing it not just in Ontario, but in Montreal, but also in New England as well. That's kind of funny. And apparently they're saying it's just a rocket. Just a rocket, guys, just a rocket. I don't know, man. Sounds kind of bull squash to me, but if it's just a rocket, then it's just a rocket.
They are wondering how the spiral you see there came to be. Well, some people, they're now suggesting a rocket launch may have something to do with it.
It's not really the people suggesting it. It's the official response that is saying it, so.
Eric Fisher is here with us now, and as promised, Eric, you're going to tell us what it is we're looking at here.
All right, hear me out.
Okay.
Aliens.
I knew you were going to say that.
All right, so the night sky has gotten interesting because we're sending a lot more up there. So there are more satellites, there are many more rockets. That is a rocket. So there's actually a rocket launch in South America late this afternoon. It's part of the European Space Agency's kind of full constellation.
So yeah, case closed, man. Just the rocket, okay? Just the rocket.
They will bring a satellite up to space. But when these rockets and their boosters get up their high altitudes, sometimes in one of those stages, they will dump some fuel. Or maybe there's some exhaust that comes out of the booster. And so that turns to ice crystals way up there where it's very cold in space. And then any sunlight will reflect off of those ice crystals. And so you get that kind of fuzzy appearance on either side of the rocket booster.
I hope that actually scares the real aliens, though. Like, you don't want to F around with us, man, because we don't even know what the hell we're doing out here.
But it's very unsettling when you look up and see that. You're wondering, what the heck am I looking at? So thank you to that video. Many people noticing that in the night sky earlier on.
So, case closed, gang. Moving on. Apparently, Dr. Avi Loeb's smile got way bigger than the 3-Eye Atlas itself. And this one, jokes aside though, we actually ended up getting more updates on it. And I guess we're gonna get to the bottom of it. And we're gonna get a definitive answer very soon. Not today though, but very soon. Check this out, roll it.
Turning now to a mystery in space we've been following since it first appeared in our skies 3 months ago. We are talking about that interstellar object known as 3-Eye Atlas. Most scientists think it's a comet, but one high-profile Harvard astronomer has been making the case on this show and other places that its anomalous behavior and characteristics suggest that it might be alien technology of one kind or another, perhaps a probe. 3-Eye Atlas recently passed closest to the sun and will soon pass close to the Earth.
So these are the new images, by the way, coming straight from British Astronomical Association. So shout out to BBC or BAA, my bad, not British Broadcasting Corporation, but the BAA. And yeah, man, NASA, where the hell is NASA at, man? We demand answers. We demand answers. So NASA apparently got the most HD, 4K resolution. They got the best of the best footage, and so far we still haven't seen it. And they are, wasting my American viewers' tax money. And they're wasting American tax dollars, but we're still getting nothing, okay? Yeah, shut it down, man. Shut it down.
Earth. but it may not be in one piece when it does. Professor Loeb says that based on his calculations, it looks like 3I Atlas has been losing an extreme amount of mass, which could mean it's exploded into a dozen smaller pieces.
Whoa.
So, is it just another fascinating celestial phenomenon, or did the mothership just separate into a squadron of reconnaissance aircraft? Harvard professor Avi Loeb joins us now. That question is only slightly in jest, given everything you've been saying. Did we see it explode, or did we just happen to go back and measure it and say, oh my gosh, it's now much smaller and in a few different pieces?
Well, what we see are 7 jets coming out of these objects, more than 7 actually,
7.
After it passed close to the sun on October 29th. And we can see that some of these jets are pointed towards the sun, and they penetrate over 1 million kilometers.
Pause on penetration, but
through the solar wind. We know the properties, the density and speed of the solar wind, so we can figure out that for a natural comet with the characteristic outflow speed of these jets that come off pockets of ice on a natural comet, given that speed, we can tell that there is a lot of mass carried by these jets so that they can penetrate through the solar wind, about 5 billion tons. And in order to get that much mass out of ice, we need a large surface area of an object, and it turns out that it's a surface area of an object that is at least 20 kilometers in diameter, much bigger than the original estimate for the size of the object. So that would mean for a natural comet that it was broken up into many pieces such that the surface area, the total amount of surface of these many pieces adds up to the amount of mass that we need to release by vaporizing volatiles. Now, in the case of a technological object, maybe the jets are coming out of thrusters, in which case technological thrusters can reach much higher speeds for the gas that comes out of them, in which case we don't need as much mass. The fuel can be a small fraction of the mass of the spacecraft. So the coming weeks will be really decisive. Either we see a fragmented object where the pieces will get separated from each other.
Yeah, basically it's gonna be the closest to Earth on December the 19th, and that is supposedly when we're gonna learn the truth. If it's technologia, that means aliens. That means aliens. Or we're gonna find out it's natural and it's just a space rock, a unique one to say the least, I guess, just a comet. I'm leaning towards it being a nothing burger, to be honest, though. That's what I said before. I mean, at times, yeah, there is exciting development, but I feel like that it's or maybe it's gonna be, truth be told though, I really want this to be an alien UFO mothership, unless they're not friendly though. At that point I would be like, nah man, then I'm gonna pull a psych card, I'm gonna say psych, and I'm gonna say, nah bro, like I hope it's not aliens, but nah man, it's gonna be disappointing though. I'm preparing for disappointment already. I think it's gonna be a nothing burger, but what about you guys? Like, you don't have to have the same opinion. If you think this is a UFO alien mothership, yeah, put it in the comments, and I hope it is, bro. Like, it's gonna be, man, listen, man, you know what I mean, right? Like, how would you know what I mean when I say you know what I mean, right? Like, so, but what I mean here is that I hope it's not just a comet, okay? Because then it's gonna be boring, it's gonna be disappointing, so.
By the tide from the sun. Or we would see an object that maintains its integrity and has very high speed jets coming out of it, in which case we will have to contemplate a technological origin.
When are you going to know this, Avi? I mean, you're obviously watching how each of these 7 pieces now travels? If it's in a coordinated way, or?
Yeah, we will get data from hundreds of observatories around the Earth, plus the
hundreds, but NASA doesn't count, okay? Yeah, they're gonna be like, sorry guys, can't be giving y'all this much information.
Hubble and data from hundreds of observatories around the Earth, plus the Hubble and Webb telescopes. In the coming weeks, by the middle of December, it will get closest to Earth on December 19th.
Right.
And by then, I hope we will know the nature of the object, because if it's natural and it disintegrated, we would know what it was made of. We would see the pieces. However, if it maintains its integrity and we see high-speed jets coming out of it, we can measure the speed, we can measure the mass flux, we will know that it's something unusual.
Yeah.
So I
really hope it's something unusual, man. Dr. Avi Loeb getting my hopes up once again.
hope that by the holidays, we would definitely know what the nature of this object is, and that would be a nice gift for all of us.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We're being invaded by aliens. At least it sounds like
ain't no damn way. Now check this video out. This is fascinating, okay? Really quickly though, I need to take a second to shout out all of you guys out there that are watching this video, and most importantly, the homie Drew, the homie Chris, you son of a gun, man, the homie Brandon, the homie Dan, the homie Avi. Yeah, girls can be homies too, moms can be homies too, I guess, right? But shout out to all of you guys out there for all the love on the channel, for being around, for liking, subscribing, sharing, tipping, super chatting. You gotta do none of it though, and I mean it. You quite literally gotta do none of it though. You being here means a lot. Thank you guys so much for all the love, man. Alright, let's get back to the content here, boo-boo. Shout out to That Is Impossible. I got a bunch of other clips that I want to share, especially this one in a second, but roll this.
Every single day, thousands of people look up to the sky and ask themselves if we're really alone in this universe.
Thousands, not enough, man. We definitely need everybody looking up though, so.
I mean, it is a really good question, and being that every now and then people get to see strange things in the sky, it's become somewhat of a trending topic.
It's weird, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this
but just
happened
recently something really bizarre happened, something that made the entire world look up once more and ponder if it's really just us, or if there's something else possibly hiding up there.
This got to be one of the best UFO video ever, right? Because the guy was paramotoring, and I love paramotoring though. It's something, you know, one of those days I'm gonna learn, because I was recommended a YouTube video about paramotoring a long time ago. It's essentially, you got a parachute, you got a motor in the back, and it's your personal flight essentially, and it's really, really fun. Could be terrifying though for some of you out there, but it's I mean, I love it and I want to actually learn. Sadly, here in Canada you need a license for it. In America you don't need it, you just need to buy the equipment, that's it, right? But in here you gotta, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna try and find a school and learn, and because it's really cool. So what, yeah, so the guy does it. What are the odds he was gonna see like an alien twat just flying around, bro? That's insane to me. Look at that bozo right there.
On June
it looks like a fidget spinner. Maybe like a seahorse.
5th, 2024, just a couple of weeks ago, a Boeing Starliner was sent to orbit and everything was going as it should. This is up until the moment that it docks. When that happened, they had technical issues, and these technical issues became a nightmare. Not only were they stuck up there for an indefinite period of time, just a couple of months after, they began hearing sonar-type sounds emanating from within the ship.
I'll do it one more time and I'll let y'all scratch your heads and see if you can figure out what's going on. Here we go.
Now, it didn't take long before this became a really big topic all over the internet, and because at the time, no one had any idea about the true origin of the sound, it soon became a mystery and most people were asking the same question. Is this coming from an alien civilization, possibly hiding up there somewhere, or is it just a coincidence? Now let's just say that there's something hiding up there. There should be video evidence of such a thing, right? Well, not even a month after the Starliner was launched, this happened. On June 19th, an internet profile by the name of Les.M.Sens was having a really good time with some of her friends somewhere in Tampico, Mexico. This is until they all notice what looks like a glowing round object that appears to be hiding within one of the clouds. Now keep in mind that they were about 900 miles west of Cape Canaveral, where the Starliner had launched just a few weeks prior.
So
this
not that, right?
is what they caught on camera.
There we go.
Ahí va, míralo. No manches.
Yeah, no mames.
Se está viendo.
Mom! Get the damn camera, Mom!
A ver qué. Estamos mero abajo de él, literal.
At the time that Lass was recording this video, she was still unsure what it was that she was looking at. It had this bizarre circular pattern, and at times, it seemed to glow from within the clouds.
Yeah, so we got these glowing bastards out here. Knock it
It was
off, you
all
little
fun and
prick!
games until they start realizing that whatever this thing is, it's possibly not a strobe light coming from the ground. Now a bit creeped out, they continue on recording just in case, and this is what happens next.
It's coming from above. Yeah, mira. Oh snap! Oh shit!
Now completely creeped out, Lass and her friends are pretty sure that whatever this thing is possibly not of this world. If we take a quick look at the video, it becomes quite clear that whatever this thing is, it's shining from behind or within the clouds, as if it's trying to hide for some mysterious reason.
Yeah, it's very hard to say whether it's an object or not. Technically, it's gonna be an object. It's gonna be an object. It gotta be an object. But with this filter, you see when the light is beaming, that's when you're able to see. But when the light fades, so is the object. If there is an object behind, everything fades and you're just seeing the cloud here.
This, for instance, is how a strobe light will look like from the ground. And as you can see, there's a streak of light that's always visible, which is not the case in this video.
Yeah, it's something above there.
And what makes things even stranger is the fact that the following months, there were many other sightings. It was as if there was some sort of party going on, and we were not invited.
Party!
Não, eu vou pegar e levar pra casa.
Yeah, tranquilo, papi.
Lógico que tem. É via Bluetooth.
Yeah, it looks like the aliens police is here, bro. Like, actually, dead ass, huh?
Lógico que tem. É via Bluetooth.
They mad. They're like, hey, you've been tariffing all the UFOs that enter your planet. So looks like one of the alien baddies calling the alien policia or something.
Recorded from the 27th floor somewhere in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada, we can see what looks like a cylinder-shaped object hovering in the sky.
Love it. Yeah, finally they're here, man. I love to see it.
Its speed and direction is pretty much consistent. It's as if there's something controlling it. Not only that, in the very
maybe they're around like the borders, they're waiting so, you know, they don't get tariffs. So they're perhaps like seeking approval, seeking confirmation. If they, you know, go 1 inch above the US border, are they gonna get their ass tariffed or not? Maybe that's what it is, and maybe that's why they're coming here in Canada, because they don't want to get tariffed. And I say, bro, tariff these twats, bro. Tariff these, yeah, tariff these aliens, man. Come on, man. Bring down the gold with y'all. I mean, if they actually were, yo, if they actually bring the gold with them, the gold prices are gonna go down, right? Dramatically, because the more we have it, the less value that less valuable it's gonna get. But the less we have it, the more value it's gonna have, right? So don't know about that. But free gold, man, sign me up.
Beginning of the video, we can see what looks like a cloaked object move upwards very quickly.
Would you rather they come in with the gold, or would you rather they don't come here at all?
Very quickly.
So 2 objects, huh?
On May 2023, just 1 year prior, something very similar was seen in Texas. Check this out.
Yeah, this one.
After being posted to social,
that gotta be amazing, fascinating, and also terrifying at the same time too, right? Because the guy is like literally out there with a parachute and a paramotor. He's in the open. You know, God forbids you come super like close to the object and it hits you, right? You know, but it's fascinating. Like, what is that object? Cannot be a drone. Yeah, no, that's not a drone. Because if it's a drone, let's just say this is the propeller or the fan here. It's very hard to say, right? It looks like a fan, but it's not. But let's just say it's a fan. It gotta be, you know, flat, 90-degree flat. It's 90-degree right now. It's vertical, so it gotta be flat. But it's not. It looks like a fidget spinner. So that's not a drone, man. We do have that clear of a video where we can, I guess, say that it's not a drone. What we think, and you think it's a drone? If you think that's a drone, yeah, put it in the comments. But I guess the video is clear enough. At least I have not seen any drone that looks like that. I'll say that much, unless there is one that looks like this. But I'm not aware. Ooh, and it rotates too.
After being posted to social media, the video caught a lot of attention and most internet users were divided. Some believe that this is some sort of flying humanoid, while others state that this is just a paraglider. However, if this were to be
more like a paraglider, what? That does not look like I mean, I can perhaps somebody was on a on a jetpack, but
the case, there should be a visible parachute, which there isn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
If we
look
replay
like
the video a couple of times, it becomes very clear that this thing is flying at a consistent speed.
Yeah, on this angle, I guess you can perhaps make the argument of, hey, it's just a person on a jetpack. Although that is rare, but can happen. Very rare, though. I don't believe it, but yeah, you can make the argument of a person being on a jetpack, but definitely not a paraglider.
Speed and direction, which would mean it's not falling down. But this would only be possible unless there's some sort of propulsion system. So this is either a jetpack or it's something else. However, jetpacks look like this or they look like this.
Dominant.
So not only
yeah, imagine that.
Jetpacks look like this or they look like this.
Imagine you can't leave your house. You cannot walk for 5 minutes to get Domino's, so you have to call Uber Eats to get Domino's, and those twats have to actually, you know, hop on a jetpack because, you know what, it's getting busy out here. We gotta drop in, you know, in and out fast. We gotta deliver it fast. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Perhaps it's not gonna be in our lifetime, but eventually we're gonna have brothers be delivering fast food Domino's on jetpacks, bro. I hope I'm alive to see that, man. That would be funny. That would be crazy as well.
This. So not only does this thing not look like a jetpack, it kind of looks like it's morphing at certain moments. Not only that, jetpacks don't fly that high, nor for that long. So whatever this thing is, it has to be something else entirely.
Man.
Something maybe similar to what was seen in Monterrey, Mexico back in 2006. A phenomenon known as the Bruja of Monterrey. Back at the time, jetpacks were not something you'd see flying around.
Yeah. Even
so
now,
I want to know your take.
I have never seen anybody on a jetpack, but jetpack's concept is really, really cool. As somebody that has grown up playing games like GTA San Andreas, not sure if any of you have or not, but yeah, no, I would love jetpacks, but right now they're very expensive, and even if you want to buy, they're not that good. Like I heard last time when I was searching, 20 minutes battery, 30 minutes battery. I mean, damn, bro, I want at least like 24 hours. Okay, that's too much, I get it, okay? But at least 5 hours or something, right? What am I gonna do, like, for 30 minutes, right? You know, go up and come down? Huh? Is that it? Nah, bro, like, gotta be at least 5 hours. So the concept is cool, but technologia is not that advanced yet.
Do you think that there's possibly something unknown to man hiding somewhere up there? Or is this all just a big coincidence?
Yeah, no, I'm not buying the jetpack.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
That gotta be the alien police. Suspect indeed. Shout out to Mystery Man though, check this out. And guys, really quickly though, I want to say, if you do have Instagram, Facebook, X, I would love to have you there. I have been posting daily content there as well. If you do have any of those accounts and you want to, feel free to. I would love to have you there. Let's get back to the content here, boo boo. Shout out to Mystery Man. Roll it.
October 2020, Salish Sasquatch shared a thermal video from Grays Harbor. It showed a huge heat-emitting figure lying on a steep slope in complete darkness. The shape had broad shoulders and a thick chest. It's hard to tell from this footage, but you can't deny. It looks unusual.
Yeah, broad shoulders, thick chest.
In 1994, Matt Moneymaker recorded a strange moan howl in Columbiana County, Ohio, near the Ohio River.
Now for an amplified and filtered version, but I'm not even sure what we're looking at. Anybody intelligent enough to tell us, like, what are we looking at and what the stats are for? For the frequency, maybe? It looks like Bigfoot's clapping cheeks right now. I don't know, man.
The sound was deep, echoing through the forest at night. When studied, experts noticed a unique tone in the spectrogram called the attenuated fundamental, believed to be part of Sasquatch vocals. Some said a second howl can be faintly heard, as if another creature answered. The clip, later known as the Ohio Howl, became one of the most discussed and mysterious Bigfoot recordings ever made.
So Ohio is pretty big with Bigfoot sightings, right? Also, if I'm not mistaken, Saskatchewan here in Canada, Alberta is pretty big as well. America and Canada is pretty big on Sasquatch and Bigfoot. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Canadian version is Sasquatch. We call it Sasquatch, and Americans call it Bigfoot. Yeah, right. So far, there has been very limited videos on it that have been not debunked and that looks very credible, where we can see Bigfoot, especially one where I can only, like, you can picture it, but there were people on a train and they saw like a Bigfoot kind of like just walking in the open, and then the Bigfoot sees that people are looking at him. He sees the train, and then he just squats and just tries to hide himself, but he was in the open, so it was too late. There was a video, and that was the only video that was, I don't think that was ever debunked, and that looked credible as well. But other than that, like, all these videos are very interesting, but it's just never conclusive. It's like it will give you, but it will never give you it. You know, you will never get it. You'll never get the click, the hit that you're looking for. But it will give you just enough, so you're hooked. You know.
A man was collecting firewood.
I sound like a drug dealer right now, but I'm not. Okay, I'm not. But trust me,
near his barn when he noticed a dark speck far away. He zoomed in with his phone and froze. A tall, dark silhouette stood by the trees, with oddly long arms. It seemed to notice the man and slipped behind a tree. Then, a smaller shape appeared beside it before slowly fading into the woods.
Looks
the
like
tall
a man,
one glanced back once and vanished too. No one knows what the man saw that day, but most agree. It didn't look human.
Yeah. Looks like one of those twats.
In the Sayan Mountains, a hiker named Evangeni Lomakin filmed a strange figure walking along a river. The shape was tall, bent, and fully covered in hair, moving in a way
that looks like a lean Bigfoot, like somebody that's been working on losing fat in the gym.
Would. Around the same time, hunters near Salakard discovered giant footprints deep in the snow, much larger than a man's. The trail turned sharply and disappeared into the forest.
I guess the footprints also is a big indicator, but with the footprints, you know, that can be made up, right? This one, it looks like that. It's just like a lean ass Bigfoot that is going to the gym, eh?
They believe it was the Almasty, Russia's version of Bigfoot.
Oh crap! So even Russia has it. Damn! I
In
didn't consider
2013,
that.
a YouTube user named Wargun uploaded a short clip. Take a look.
I didn't consider the Russian version, bro. But, oh my god.
Look at that!
You hold it steady.
Gosh!
Hold it steady, kid.
Where'd it go?
Yeah, right there, right there. I see him. Oi! Oi!
Come on, camera, focus.
Knock it off, you big twat!
It's gone.
Damn it, man! You had one job, bro. Oh, it's there.
There it is.
There. Yeah. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Where did it go? Nah, don't look up in the sky, bro. Like, there's no way he's gonna fly up there. Yeah, it looks like we lost him. Oh no, it's there. I don't think he sees it. Yeah, I don't think he thinks that Bigfoot is probably he just flew away, man. He's looking up there. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, he's spotted now. He's spotted. And he runs away. No way. Yo, looks like I hit a shot or two there. Damn, looks like I hit him and then he ran away.
The video, later stabilized by Adam B., went viral fast. Some said the creature's stride matched the Patterson-Gimlin footage, while others laughed it off as a man...
Yeah, this is that one that I was referring to earlier.
...stride matched the Patterson...
Not really, but I guess this is one of the secondary videos and footage that is semi-credible, or I guess fully credible.
Gimlin footage, while others laughed it off as a man in a suit, saying their reaction didn't feel genuine. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Looks like that he had a fight with his wife yet again. But did you see this video though? Yeah, if you have not seen this video, check it out. This is on that Virginia UFO alien contact. Apparently we had a new update in the case and it's a big one. We just done it recently. If you haven't seen it, check it out and I'll see you there.